Okay folks, thanks for watching. In this episode we prepared the last part of the bottom frame for the tiny Viking house. I have two of the sides already fastened, and as I told you in the last episode, I have made a compromise due to the fact that this area floods a tiny bit temporarily when it rains a lot, especially in summer, when we have the big summer storms and the winter storms, of course, in winter. So I have raised the bottom frame up about 10-15 centimeters off the ground, and the whole thing is resting on these modern concrete pillars that are dug into the ground. So what you've seen me doing now in this video was to prepare the lap joints to complete the bottom frame, the rectangle or the square of the bottom frame. And as I told you as well, I am repurposing some old posts or beams from an old barn that was taken down. So these are really old pine beams, and once I had them laid out, it turned out that they were some of them were quite twisted, and that of course needs to be corrected. So you got to see me use the big hewing axe, this hewing axe here with the offset handle, so you can work next to a workpiece without hurting your knuckles as you chop away. Is a really great tool, specialized for taking long slabs of beams or planks. This is a small hewing axe, and it's sadly this replica here is not based on a Scandinavian find. I believe this is a more Eastern European design, but nonetheless it's a replica of an axe from the Viking age and within the region and the geographical area that the Vikings were in touch with. So we got to use this axe finally, actually for the first time. I've been lugging this around for quite a while, so it was and every time you need to use a new tool, it's a bit of a learning curve. I'm still not completely familiar with this axe here, and I can definitely feel that instead of chopping, you need really to follow the curve of the blade in the swings. That way it will slice nicely through all the wood. Yeah, so that was the end of this video. We have now the bottom frame in place. We made the workbenches that you see me working on, and they are really working great. They are keeping the workpiece off in a decent height, so I can work without bending too much over, and they are quite steady for chisel work and axe work so far. So let's see how they keep up. And we got to use different tools again, and now the bottom frame is in place. The one really interesting part though is how to mark and measure up all the pieces, and what I found a simple way to make things level is a simple piece of wood. This is a piece of an oak of oak that I've squared off, and I can simply use this to eyeball along the plank, and then I know that the line is level with the top of the plank. We're not talking level like a modern level, but level in relation to the other pieces of wood. And then simply a piece of charred coal, a piece of charred wood, charcoal here as a marker, and this works perfectly, as you saw. There is a few finds of something that resembles a club or a small simple wooden hammer. I guess a club would be the better word for it. We have finds of these from the Viking age, a little more nicely made than this. I made this very fast out of a piece of a branch from an apple tree. It has a slight curve to it, which I really like in my tools, both in my axe and my pounding tools. This gives me a really nice, what do you say, it gives some kind of ergonomic property to the tool, that when you swing a thing in an arc, that the way the end moves feels really good, and it works nicely. The next things in this build project is going to be to prepare all the oak shingles. I have some oak lying around, and I don't want it to dry out too much, so before the end of summer I'll have to split that up and prepare all the oak shingles that I'm going to clad one of the walls of this tiny Viking house with. The next thing on the frame will be to prepare the posts. The tiny house is going to have a regular house shape with a with an angled roof, so I need to prepare 3 posts for the side walls and 2 taller posts for the center that will carry the roof through the length of the house. I have these posts prepared in length out of the same pine from the old barn that we've been using today in preparing the bottom frame. And what we need to do is to lay out all the mortises and the tenons on the posts, cut them out, chisel them out, prepare them, and then mark them onto the bottom frame, and then chisel out the mortises so we can raise the posts up. So that's the next thing, and I am really excited to be finally working on this project, and it's fantastic to know that so many of you guys are watching along and are feeling a part of this excitement about the project as well. This really fuels me up with good energy, and I can't wait to get going, and I can't wait to show you guys all the things I have planned and still not planned completely yet. Because like I told you in the last video, I don't work too well when things are too strict and laid out and I have to follow a recipe or something. So I have to make something up as I go along and find solutions for all the little things. And I am limited with space and the materials I have around and what I have money enough to buy. I would like to know what you feel about this concept here. Now we have 2 videos. This is the second video in the Tiny House Build series. And what I've come up with so far is to just show you guys without any talking what is going on. You see me working, use the tools, and then like we are now, we can talk a bit in the end, and I can explain you a bit about what happened and why it happened and with what tools. And when we get further on in the build, there's going to be more archaeological references to excavated remains of Viking houses that we can discuss. But I feel like this is the good way to go, to do the work and then the talk in the end. So if you're really into this project and you feel like hanging on till the very end, we can have the talk there. But let me know what you think about this. Another version could be to have a voiceover during the work. I am not too big a fan of that for this project because there is so many nice sounds here that I don't want to ruin. The sounds of the birds, the river, and the wood, and the tools working in the wood, the cracking, the splitting, all these nice sounds that I don't want to ruin with a voiceover. But let me know if you think otherwise, and I will consider what would be the best way to go, because I can tell you we have a long line of videos ahead of us, so there's plenty of time to find the right balance and the best format so we can all enjoy this project here together. So that's it, folks. Don't forget to click the little like button, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave a comment and ask questions about what you've seen here in this video. When you do so, you let YouTube know that you enjoyed watching the video and you felt like engaging with the content. And when doing so, YouTube will offer this video for way more future potential viewers, and that really helps the channel to grow. And that's one of the best kinds of support that you guys can give me. If you want to support the channel in other ways, consider going over to Patreon and check out what that is about. If you don't know Patreon, Patreon is a closed community where you buy access per month. You sign up, you subscribe to Patreon, and you choose what kind of subscription you want, and you become a patron by supporting me or your other favorite creators with a tiny bit of money every month. As a reward for that, you're part of this community where we can discuss things we don't discuss here on YouTube, and I provide early access to many of the videos you see here on YouTube. So if you can't wait, there's an early chance there. And I also post exclusive content that is not going to make it here onto YouTube. So there is, of course, some benefits and some spoils for being a Patreon. But if you don't feel like doing that, don't worry, absolutely no hard feelings. I can totally understand that, and I am just very happy to have you along here on YouTube, and I'm very, very happy that you're watching these videos and you're here with me for this project. So till the next time, take care, bye bye, and see you soon.